Well, welcome back to Hamilton Life, everyone. So I talked off the top of the show, teased a couple times about are you insurable? And what we're talking about is life insurance, Anthony. And I think this is a really good one for people to understand, because anymore, this is something important that we probably should have. And I think the younger you get involved with it, the better.
Absolutely. This is huge, Linda. This term insurability, it's an industry, in the insurance industry, the term insurability means the ability to qualify for insurance. So money alone just doesn't buy you insurance. You have to have good health. Good health is mandatory before you can get approved to own.
Which obviously, as we age, we tend to have more issues,
it gets worse and worse and harder
right?
and harder. Absolutely.
Yeah. So now what happens? So if you start at a young age and you're approved and everything's good, and you never change with anything on your policy, they can't just stop insuring you, right?
Protected.
You're
Once
protected
you buy,
there.
that's one of the rewards, and why I'm talking about this subject today is to encourage people to not procrastinate and put off buying any insurance, whether it's disability insurance, life insurance, critical illness insurance. They all require an approval process before you can own the product, and that's called underwriting. So a lot of people take it for granted, and there's a common joke in the industry. It's like insurance is like a parachute. If all of a sudden you find yourself needing a parachute and you don't have one, well, it's kind of too late. You're out of luck. And insurance is the same thing. You just have to buy it when you don't need it. It's one of those things that.
Well, it's true. I mean, it's just like our home insurance, our automobile insurance. Like you may, you know.
Yeah, when your house floods, you can't go and then
go, hey, can you insure me now? So if you're in good health, you'll likely be approved for your insurance pretty easily. But what types of things do we have to be concerned about?
There's two major benefits to buying any kind of insurance policy sooner rather than later. The first one is take advantage of your health while it's good, because we all take our health for granted, and in an instant we can change and something happens to us, and maybe we're not going to die or we're not going to be that bad off, but in the insurance industry they might look poorly at something that maybe you become diabetic, and now insurance companies just don't want that kind of risk. So you can be sometimes flat out be denied, or what they can do is charge you what is called an extra charge, which is a rating. So you can be rated based on some bad health. And there's some common reasons why people tend to be denied. One of the most common is too much weight gain. And it's not that people just suddenly become overweight overnight. It's kind of like, you know, once you get into your 40s, if you've been from your 20s and 30s, developed some bad habits, and you start putting on 5-10 pounds a year,
you become a health
that stacks up over the time. So you can eventually just creep over slowly over the denied side of insurance. So high blood pressure, high cholesterol, prescriptions. You know, sometimes when I'm doing an insurance application with somebody, I ask them if they're taking any prescriptions, and then in the back they have like a pharmacy going on.
Yeah, I was going to say the list is like this long, and you're like,
yeah, they bring back like a cart full of medicine. So it could be maybe one major reason why you're being denied insurance coverage, but sometimes it could be just too many little things that just all add up against you. Now, another advantage of buying insurance earlier is taking advantage of your younger age.
Yeah, and you get a cheaper rate period. Even if you're in good health, as you age, you're going to pay a higher premium because you're older.
You got it. If you're buying insurance at the later stages of life, you're guaranteed going to pay more than when you were younger. So with life insurance, disability insurance, there is no Boxing Day sale for insurance. There's no Ford employee discount with insurance. The rates are based on actuary calculations. So what I did here was a simple chart showing an actual quote for a male non-smoker for $250,000 of coverage. And I did a bunch of price points where if that person were to buy it at age 20, age 30, age 40, and I did the two most popular types of life insurance here. We talked about term and permanent. 20-year
term and then permanent. And 20-year term goes from 19 at age 20 to $600
a month. That's
a month at age 70.
Yes.
And so slowly up from there, and the same with permanent life
insurance. I did a
insurance.
snapshot here between age 40 and age 50, which is a very common period of time that people procrastinate. This is when they kind of need insurance coverage. And the difference between 40 and 50 for term insurance rates, 170% increase.
Yeah.
And this is
58% for rates of permanent. So the younger the better. So if you're young out there watching, then you know, get on it now. And if you're older, well, you're going to pay a little bit more, but it's probably still worth it. Thank you so much, Anthony.
No problem.
All right, for more information, because we just scratched the surface, you can go to Cap Financial. Anthony at capfinancial.ca, or capfinancial.ca is the website you can go to. You can also call 905-297-1179.